So you're going to go up there and find out today.
Jesus.
Today, you're going to have to work out your faith. So, we're going to be taking our scripture today from Hosea. But this is going to be a little bit different, y'all. Now, y'all going to have to deal with it. Because I'm not going to read one particular scripture. Because for this topic, I need the entire book of Hosea. So we're going to break down Hosea today. And we're going to see what Hosea was talking about. Because Hosea is actually a very peculiar book. Y'all familiar with the book of Hosea?
Yes, sir.
So, the book of Hosea was built up upon, Hosea was called to the children of Israel, right? He was called to show the children of Israel something particular, all right? The building up of the book of Hosea and what he was called to is because the children of Israel, of course, they were a nation at this point. It had came to time that Yah had separated Israel from Judah. So Judah and Israel is no longer together as a nation, right? So the children of Israel had started asking for a king because they had become boastful and prideful for who they had become. And they knew that they were set apart from the world because they were actually his chosen people. Okay? So they started becoming boastful and being prideful in this thing. But they noticed something with the rest of the world.
What?
They started noting that the rest of the world had armies.
Jesus.
The rest of the world had a king. They began to be teased and picked on because they said, y'all can't even see y'all ruler. Come on now. Y'all can't even see who y'all talking to when you're asking for something. See, we got a king. We can go to our king and make our presence known. We can let him know our request. We can go talk to him. We can touch him. He's tangible. So the children of Israel begin to look at this thing now. Like, you know what? They got a point here. We want a king like they got a king. Every time somebody try to come and persecute us, we want an army like they got an army. Why we always got to believe? We want a king like they got one. So they started asking Yah for a king. So he said, if they want a king, I'm going to give them a king. Because I told y'all don't need nothing but me. But since you want a king, I'm going to give you a king. So we know the story that they ended up with Jeroboam, one of the worst kings ever. They ended up taking them way away from what Yah had appointed them to do, right? So Hosea was called to talk to the children of Israel to show them their persecution and their ways against him. So in order for this to happen, Yah told Hosea to marry a prostitute, a whoremonger, a whore, whatever you want to call her. But she gave herself to many men. Many men. So he told Hosea to go marry Gomer. Her name was Gomer, right? And Gomer was a very promiscuous woman. Gomer went around in the city and she was very known in them streets. Everywhere they went, she was known in that city before they got there. Y'all better talk to me. So y'all told Hosea to marry this woman so that he could show the children of Israel how they were whoring with the world. Y'all listen to what I'm trying to tell you. He said, I want to show them what they are doing to me, because I want to be their one and only love, but they love the world as well. They are fornicating against me.
Jesus.
They are committing adultery against me. I know every time we think about adultery, we only think about stepping outside of our marriage, but that's not what adultery truly is. Adultery is when you step away from God and seek these other gods for your fulfillment. Y'all better listen to what I'm telling you.
Come on now. Jesus.
So he told Hosea to marry this woman. And Hosea knew his assignment. Now, Hosea didn't back off of this assignment, so the woman had to look pretty good. She must have been very pleasing to the eyes, because Hosea didn't say, hold on now, you trying to tell me to marry this woman? He went on and did it, right? And they begin to have children. Well, the problem with this is, as we get into the story, when they would go into different cities, this woman would choose another man. And she would have a baby with these men in all these different cities. And Hosea was to stay with this woman. Because his assignment was to show Israel how they had been persecuting him or whoring with the world. We get towards the end of the story of Hosea, and something strange happens. Yah begins to show his personality. If you've never read the book Hosea, please read it, because it actually shows you the personality of our Father. So he starts, it's almost in the form of a poem. He starts to tell them and say, tell Israel that they are provoking me. Tell them that I've always loved them, but for some reason they don't love me back. I'm trying to commune with them, but for some reason they keep going outside of my grace to the world for fulfillment. Hosea, can you tell them that no matter what they do, I will be here for them? He said, Hosea, matter of fact, I want you to go out, and I want you to go to every city where your wife has bore a child. And I want you to pay.
Jesus, come on.
I want you to pay those men so that you can set your wife free from their bondage.
That's right.
And I want you to take the children from that whoredom and bring the children into your house. Tell the children of Israel, this is what I'm going to do for them.
Come on, it's good.
So Hosea obliged. And once Gomer saw what Hosea had begun to do, she had a change of heart.
Come on.
She said, why is this man loving me like this? How can his love be so strong even though he sees that I'm out here in these streets? Somehow he still loves me. Somehow he has not only loved me, but he has loved the offspring of my mess.
That's good, brother Jermaine.
So Hosea obliged in what he did, and the story goes on to say that they became happy, and she began to come into Hosea's bosom, and they began to build a life that was pleasing to the Father. So what brought me to this even study today is I watch a lot of podcasts. He has me watching a lot of stuff, and all of it ain't churchy. All of it ain't. Because he called me to the people. And the people ain't in here. So sometimes I watch some things that might not seem like I should be watching them. But I watch them anyway because he called me to. Just like he called Hosea to marry this woman. So I'm listening to this podcast, and this is a very famous guy. And he's on that Wild and Out show. I ain't going to say his name. But they were asking him about relationships, right? And he said, I don't believe in relationships as the world believes in relationships. He said, I don't subscribe to that type of relationship. By that he meant he doesn't believe in just having one woman. Y'all listen to what I'm telling you now. He said because when he was growing up, that's not what he saw growing up. He said that he grew up in a house with pimps and whores. And in this lifestyle, they only kept it real with him. He said the women would tell him there's no way that one woman is going to be with just one man. So he was kind of programmed in a way that made him feel like this type of lifestyle was not possible. So he grew up with multiple women in his lives. He said, now, I don't lie to them. I tell them that I'm not just going to be with you. And if it's okay with you, then we can talk. But if it's not, then we can't have no dealings. Y'all listen to what I'm telling you. I know this sound familiar, or I'm sorry. I know y'all been saved your whole life, but I'm talking about me. Let me talk about me. So he went on to talk about his story, and that thing intrigued me. And then God said to me, he said, this is what my church looks like.
My God.
He said, this is what my people look like. See, they didn't grow up knowing what a healthy relationship looks like. So they have no choice but to live the way they saw their parents live.
Come on with it.
So if they grew up looking at a whore,
Come on, yeah.
I guess I should give y'all my title.
Yeah. Don't give it.
Thot-n with the word. Now listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Thot-n means, again, Daddy, that hole over there.
That's right.
Now, he started pouring this thing on me real heavy, and I'm saying, yeah, this a bit much. He said, no, this is where my people are, and I need you to meet them there. So he started showing me some things. And he said, you ever had to tell somebody when you was dating them, right? And you decided, you know what, y'all, we gonna be exclusive. It's just gonna be me and you, right? Then a little bit later you find out that this partner had been stepping outside of the relationship. So you have to tell them, hey, look, I ain't mad with you. But if you're gonna be out there in them streets, go ahead and do your thing. And when you ready, we can revisit this thing. Y'all better listen to me. See, he said my church.
Come on.
He said my people. They want to be faithful. But they still straddling with the streets, so they can't be faithful. So he's saying, I tell you what, tell them when they're done playing.
When you're done playing, my God.
Come on now.
I'm be right here.
When you are done playing,
Yeah.
come back and let's revisit this thing because you still Thot-n with the world.
Right.
This is the reason why he say knock. And the door will be open unto you.
He waiting.
Seek
He waiting.
and you shall find.
Right.
I ain't going nowhere.
My God. Jesus.
I'm right here. But I understand that you still got some Thot-n to do. Y'all ain't never
You
dealt with it.
preaching, boy.
Y'all ain't never dealt with that. See, if you've ever dealt with anything, you know.
That's right.
If you ever dealt with a situation, you know, we call them situations now. You know, I got you with somebody? No, I just got a little situation. Now I'm in a little situationship. We ain't really together, but we together. You know what I'm saying? Like we know, like you better not go too far, but we ain't together. You know, like we in a relationship, but not a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Well, when I read the book of Hosea, and he was telling Hosea, I want Israel to get to know me. That word know means in Hebrew, yada.
Okay.
The word yada means relationship.
Okay.
So I started studying this whole relationship thing. And in the dictionary, it says that relationship, the root word of relationship is relation. And the root word of relation is relate. When you're choosing somebody, you choosing somebody you can relate with.
Come on, man.
That's right.
You ain't, if I'm into basketball, right? And all I want to do is go to basketball games. And she don't like basketball. She likes soccer or something. We might not work unless we can figure that thing out because I need somebody that relates to me. I don't want to give up all of my basketball love for her soccer. We need to relate with one another. Y'all help me build this thing now. Help me build this. Because he said, I need my church to know that I want us to be in relation with one another. I want to relate with you. Right? Because when you go out and you say, hey baby, how you doing? And she respond with, hey, how you doing? Now I know. I know that we can relate because she's showing interest.
Right.
Now if I say, hey girl, how you doing? And she say, boy, what? Now I gotta back off a little bit because this ain't no interest. There's no interest there. I'm forcing myself. I'm forcing myself on her.
Come on.
Knock.
Knock.
And the door will be open. See?
See.
Come on. This is good.
See, he don't want nobody that don't want him. Y'all better listen to what I'm telling you. See, if I gotta keep calling you, if I gotta keep calling you,
Come on.
and your phone seem to not call me,
Don't want to call him.
Talk about it. This good. That's good.
he was telling Israel, it's about relationship.
Yes.
I want to be
Dang, this is good.
I want to be in relationship with you. See, we're not understanding what the Bible is saying. I took a pause from Paul. Y'all know I love me some Paul to talk about this. So y'all know this is important. He said, I want y'all to know that it's about relationship. See, when I got with you, I knew you was messed up. I knew that you might go out here. I knew what you was dealing with. But I want to relate with you. I want to be.
Come on.
He chose a broken people. Israel wasn't even a net. They were known by Abraham he was the run of the litter. He wasn't even, his family didn't even, that's why he was outcast. He was somewhere else when y'all chose him. He wasn't even the pretty one. He wasn't the one with the best stature. So he wasn't even, y'all better listen to what I'm telling you. But he said, I feel like I can build with you. See, when you choose in a relationship, right? When you introduce yourself to somebody, you introducing them to your faith. You ain't introducing them to you.
Okay.
You're not telling them all about your mess that you got going on. You introducing them to the person that you want to be. You introducing them to your faith.
That's right. Wow.
You trying to show them what you can be, not what you are right now.
That's good.
But not only do you know that, the person you talking to knows that. They know you're not that person. They are choosing you based upon your potential. Y'all better listen to what I'm telling you. I'm choosing you based upon what I feel like you can accomplish, not what you can accomplish right now. See, when you done been through a few relationships, you learn a trick or two. You know, when you first start, you don't know nothing. Right. When you first get with somebody, you don't know to ask them certain questions. Like what's your credit score? Do you pay your bills on time? Can you hold a job? See, when me and my wife got together, we hadn't been through some things. See, we were together before. But when me and her were together before, we still wanted to play.
Playtime.
We were still playing.
That's right.
So he decided that, I ain't gonna let y'all mess this up because I need this to work later. Y'all better listen to what I'm telling you. So we done did our thing. But when we came back together, the very first question she asked me, and she asked me slick it, but I caught it. She say, oh, I know you said you about to go get you a car. Your credit score straight? That's a real question.
Yeah.
That's real. Because I need to know when the chips are down and out.
Wow.
And I ain't got nowhere else to turn to.
Yes, sir.
You're supposed to be the head of this house. Can I depend on you?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Relationship.
Jesus.
It's about this whole book. It's about building his relationship with his people.
Yes, sir.
So I go further on into studying of relationships, and this word communication keeps popping up. Because he kept telling Hosea, I'm trying to talk to them, Hosea, and they not listening.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm having a problem getting through to them. I can't communicate with them the way I used to. So I went to the root word of communicate or communication. And the root word is to commute. The root word of commute is to commune.
Come on, Jermaine. You study.
I'm trying to commune
Yeah.
with you. See, when you commune with somebody, you spend time with them.
Right.
You get to know them a little bit better. You start to learn their ways. See, you can't want to marry somebody and only spend one day with them.
Right.
You can't just spend Sunday with the person that you want to marry.
My God. Jesus.
It's got to be an everyday. You don't just be married on Sundays. You got to be married to them 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. You got to wake up and say, you still there.
Yes, it is.
I want to commune with you. Let me commune with you. I want to get to know you. See, a lot of times we try to figure out why relationships don't work. Because we still got a little street in us. We still Thot-n with the world. Here we is trying to figure out why this relationship that we trying to build won't work. It's because you keep talking to Tyrone all the time. You spending more time talking to Tyrone than you spending talking to your future husband. So of course your relationship with Tyrone gonna get stronger because you communing with Tyrone.
Tyrone. That's the web.
Now you talk to him. He don't understand me like Tyrone do. No, he don't, because you don't commune with him.
Come on. Wow.
You spend all your time talking to Tyrone because Tyrone's exciting. Tyrone gives you that thrill. Tyrone know how to knock you down. We gonna be real today. Tyrone know how to set you on fire. Tyrone know how to make them things drop without saying a word. Tyrone look the way you want Tyrone to look. Tyrone walk the way you want Tyrone to walk. Tyrone got the muscles ripping out of his shirt. It look good to you. See, Tyrone is pleasing to the eye, but you chose that man over there because you know he got your best interest at heart. Tyrone don't care if you breathe.
Wow.
God almighty.
Wow.
I'm trying to commune with you.
Yes, sir.
In order for us to build this thing, I need to be able to commune with you. I need to get some of that time you spending with Tyrone.
Yeah. Come on, Jermaine.
I don't know why it ain't working. What you mean you don't know why it ain't working? You know why. Then every chance you get, you find a reason to argue with your future so you can go back to Tyrone. Well, I'm praying and he ain't answering, so.
Your foot off the pedal.
I'm asking him for stuff, but since he don't want to answer me, I know Tyrone would do it. See, women got them a lineup. Uh-oh, I told y'all to bring you steel-toe boots. See, women got them a lineup, Daddy.
Talk to man.
Because what one man won't do. See, it ain't about relations with women. They could care less about that.
Right.
Because they got Tyrone in the back corner. They know Tyrone can take care of that. See, they know that man ain't really got the money. But Johnny got money, and Johnny's gonna be right there. See, they know he might not have the communication and make me laugh the way I want to, but see, Sam makes me laugh. And if I can just have all these men, I can have my complete package. But what you don't understand is your future is not gonna have you with all of those men. You're gonna have to make a choice, honey.
You're giving us a lot today, bro.
I'm trying to commune with you.
Jesus.
See, the word calls us the bridegroom. Y'all better listen to what I'm telling you. See, the word calls us the bridegroom. And the word says that he's coming back for his perfect bride without spot nor wrinkle. See, in Hebrew tradition, when they would get married, they would raise children for their suitor. Do you understand what I'm telling you? And the daughter had to be pure, because on wedding night, when they got ready to commune after the wedding, the males of both parents would stand outside the door and wait for him to come back with blood on the sheets to make sure she was as pure as she was supposed to be. Y'all better listen to me. He's coming back to look for his church without spot or wrinkle. But he said, take your time. I hope you don't get caught out there.
Jesus.
I'm here. But I know you still thought.
Jesus.
Y'all playing around with this word. I'm waiting on you. I'm sitting here. I just hope you don't get caught with your work undone. Because I'm waiting on you, baby. I've been here. I ain't going nowhere. See, when I got with my wife, when she was just my girlfriend. See, my daddy taught me when I was 8. What are you wasting that girl's time for if you don't see a future with her? So I always knew if I was going to get in a relationship, I needed it to be serious.
Right.
I've never been the cheating type. See, my mama told me when I was younger, she said, baby, you going to struggle when you young. I think Tanya was there for this conversation. She said, baby, you going to struggle when you young. She said, you a good looking young man, but you're the husband type. Y'all better listen to me. See, when they kids, they still play around. So you're not going to be popular. But when you get older and they begin to mature, they're going to see your worth. Y'all better listen to what I'm telling you.
Wow. That was good, brother.
So women, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all ain't there with a man that y'all said, yeah, girl, but he the husband type. I ain't where I'm at. Man. He the husband type. He the settle down type. I don't really want him. He don't. I need a man that might slap me a couple of times a week.
That's crazy.
I need a man that's going to say, sit down, girl. You know, I need. He don't. I need him to be able. I need somebody to control me, you know, because I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. I need somebody that gonna tell me to shut up, you know. I say something to him, he go sit in the corner, girl.
Oh God, man! Come on, Jermaine.
I need a real man.
That's what they say.
That's a lot.
Huh?
That's what they say that.
That's what they say.
Not understanding that a complete package is built.
Wow.
My God.
I have yet to buy something that costs a lot of money and it be fully assembled. It requires some assembly. It requires some work.
That's a lot, Jermaine. That's a lot.
And in order for you to do that thing properly, you got to pull the instructions out of the pack. And you got to read the manual to see. Y'all playing with this word. Y'all playing with this word. Because I want y'all to think about something. I normally teach with something in front of me. Do you hear what I said? I don't have nothing in front of me. He told me, you're going to get up there today without your phone. I want to see our relationship.
That's good.
The word says study to show yourself approved. That's communion. That's communion. That's communication. That's working on our relationship. See, it's not enough for me to be able to just read right before I come to church to deliver a word. See, it's everyday, all day thing. See, I got to be in relationship with him. I got to build this thing from the ground. You can't get this word. Y'all playing with this word. You can't get this on Sunday mornings. You got to read the manual. the manuscript. You got to read the instructions. Not only do you got to read them. See, when Paul came, y'all knew Paul was going to come up. When Paul came, he told the children of Israel, it's not enough that y'all just following the law, because you have following it. I need the law to be in your heart. He's trying to build a relationship. This book is about relationship. Y'all think that man don't know y'all dirty? Do you think he don't know you gonna fall? He said in his word that a righteous man falls 7 times. He knows you gonna. I want to build a relationship with you, because if you acknowledge me in all your ways, I can get some of that Thot-n out of you. I can make you a worthy suitor. I can prepare you to be a bride. I can prepare you to be a bride. I can make it where you get that good gown. The one that flows. That good gown.
Yes, sir.
I can make it to where you ain't got to wear off-white to your wedding. Because if you come into my son, the Bible says that you become a new creature.
Oh, yes.
So I can make you a new virgin. I can make you pure again.
Yes, sir.
I can do some things vinegar can't do, baby.
Give me the mic.
See, the word says that. The word says that we're the bridegroom, right? It also says that when he comes for his bride, he says he's gonna catch us up, and that we would get a new body. He said we would get a new body. See, he's preparing us for our true groom.
Right. That's right.
That's why he's gonna spend 1,000 years with us, teaching us his ways. Y'all playing. He said, I'm gonna teach you. You're gonna spend 1,000 years with me reigning. What is reign? Reign means to be in government, to be in control, to be a kingdom citizen. Y'all play too much. Y'all not ready for this one. I thought y'all were ready for this one.
Yeah, come on.
He said you're gonna reign with me. See, that's the thing with the word, man. You gotta look at. Tell y'all to take notes. When you look at the words and their meaning,
Yes, sir.
and what they really mean, it'll take forever to read that book if you read it right. Because once you start looking at what he's saying,
Yes, sir.
and you start looking into his word,
Yeah.
you will discover him.
Discover him.
Because John said, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was Yah.
That's what it says, man.
That's what the Word says. So if we begin to look at his words, then he can start transforming us,
Yes, sir.
and start relating with us, and start communing with us. And he can give us our new virginity. He can give us our new fertility. He can give us our new garments. And we can line up straight for our wedding day.
Jesus, good.
That was good.
See, Hosea's wife understood this. Gomer said, man, if this fool gonna do all this for me, I might want to do right. I might want to stop tithing. I might want to shut this down and go back home. I might instead of going out every night, shut my legs up and stay home this evening. I might instead of
That's good. Come on, bro.
Come on. Say it.
I taught last Sunday, right? And I taught about me not having a GPS in my truck, right? That was a very important part that I missed out on, that I didn't get to tell y'all, right? Because when I left church, the first lady asked me, she said, I didn't get to ask, you didn't tell us. Did you make it to your son's game? The answer is no. Because in this walk, you don't get to go to everything.
That's true.
That's good.
That's true.
That's good.
In this walk,
That's right.
you don't get to attend everything.
Yes, sir.
You can't associate yourself with everything.
Wow.
See, he said the problem is, I changed you. And you still trying to prove to the world that you still down.
Oh, yes. That's right.
Yeah, I know I'm saved, but I'm still cool though. I'm still down.
Yeah.
I changed you though. I brought you out of the club. But yet you still in there stinky legging. I thought we got rid of the stinky leg last year.
Right.
I thought we learned a new dance. I thought stinky legging was last year. But you still got the leg stinky.
Yeah. Come on.
Man.
I'm looking for my bride. I'm in search for my woman. See, the problem is you're trying to fix you.
Come on. That's right. That's good.
The problem is you saying, I'm gonna wait till I get myself together before I go.
Wow.
I got a secret for you. See, Paul said he was never able to get rid of that thorn in his side. Everybody got a thorn in their side. Do you hear? If they tell you they don't, they a lie. Because everybody got it. You ain't ever gonna be perfect.
That's right. That's right.
The best thing you can do is bring your filthy rags to the washing machine.
That's right.
He know they dirty. He know they filthy. He know you ain't bathed in 3 days. But I can wash you.
Jesus.
I want to wash you. See, when me and my wife got back together, we made a commitment to one another even before we said I do. We said, we gonna make this thing work. Y'all, see, y'all don't understand what that means. I said, we gonna make this thing work. I didn't say I'm looking for perfection. I said, I'm gonna get this thing right with you.
That makes sense. I heard.
I don't expect you to be walking on rose petals, but I'm willing to go through the fire if fire is what we gotta go through. I understand what it's gonna take. I know I might cry sometimes, but I understand that building a relationship sometimes means I got to go somewhere and cry. I understand sometimes it might break me down, but I'm willing to build. He's looking for his bride, but he understands that you still Thot-n with the world. I want you to come to me. Let me clean you up. Let me do it. I don't listen. I don't need you to do nothing. He said, "Come all ye that are laden and heavy burden. Bring it to me." Yeah, see, we read in the book wrong. We're reading the book in perfection. When there's not a perfect person in the book other than Yahushua. We're reading a book of broken people. We're reading a book of our image. Y'all missed that one. We're reading a book of what we look, that's That's our history, y'all.
The mirror.
Yes, sir.
That is our reflection. Somebody just sound like that. That's our mirror. Michael Jackson had a song said he gonna talk to the man in the mirror first.
That's what he said.
Y'all might not believe it, but I believe that man knew something before he got ready to go out of here.
I believe he did.
Because he started talking different.
That's right.
You ever been with somebody and you notice their conversation change?
Yes, sir.
They start talking to you different. You know, when you first try to start getting somebody to do something, you know, you talk to them about it. You say, hey, listen, baby. Hey, I don't like when you do that. Right? You say, I like my daddy said, I would that we could help work on changing that. I would that we could do that.
Yes, sir.
Because it doesn't build us in the right way. It doesn't make me feel good, right? But see, in order for that conversation to be in effect, you know, that's communication is a part of communion. So in order, you know, for that to change, you know, there's got to be a will to change.
Right.
There's got to be a will to change. Because once you start repeating yourself over and over and over again, now the communication changes. Now you saying the other half is trying to talk to you and you ain't even responding. They saying, baby, you wanna? Mm-hmm. Okay. Whatever.
Yes, sir.
So we're praying and we're praying and we're asking the Father and we're asking the Father because He said I want to give it to you. That's His word. But the problem is we don't got that kind of relationship. See, you calling me for stuff that a person that I'm in a relationship would get. We ain't in no relationship. See, if we was in a relationship, I wouldn't mind getting you that new car. See, if we was in a relationship, I wouldn't mind throwing you the money on your rent. See.
It's a whole lot, man.
You done said something.
Man,
It's a whole lot.
that's good.
But when He's trying to talk to you,
That's good.
and He can't get you to work with Him and change some of the things that are grieving Him. When you calling Him on your rent, He say, sure enough. That was my mama's favorite word. Oh, you behind? For real? I wonder how you gonna get that.
Right.
Because you know
So,
that if they fall on their behind, they'll learn. You know that. He was showing me that if you research your relationships with people, you will see something. I'm about to wrap this thing up. See, he was telling me if you research your relationships, you would see something. See, I found out through him teaching me this lesson that I'm a bad friend.
Man,
Wow.
would speak it now.
I'm a terrible friend.
teach the man.
I don't like talking on the phone, so I don't call people.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm short-winded when you call me.
Yeah.
People invite me to stuff and I don't go.
Feel like it.
I'm a bad friend.
Come on, man.
But whenever I need something, I expect you to be front and center.
Right now.
My wife asked me a question a while ago that didn't dawn on me to this week. She said, you don't find it strange that you in the worst time of your life and your best friend ain't here? Well, what kind of friend was I being to him? Because I only reach out to him when I need something.
Wow. That's good, Jermaine.
I only call him when I need a favor.
Yeah.
I see this. I see.
See, favor is given to those who give favor.
That's very true.
Come on now.
He said what you give.
Same measure. Yes, sir.
Since reciprocating, y'all, you're not understanding principle. He's trying to teach you principle. You're asking for things that you're not assigned to ask for. You're looking for him to do something. Women got a thing to say, you asking me to do wifely duties, and I'm just your girlfriend.
That's right. Come on.
See, the reason why adultery and fornication is so bad, if you're willing to go all out for a man that ain't even committed to you,
Jeez, come on. What about a cow you can do? That's what they say.
if you're willing to step off on somebody that you're supposed to be committed to, the word says, how can you say you love me? And you don't even love your brother that you see every day. So if you can step out on the man.
Yes.
Y'all playing with the word.
It's a lot.
He's trying to show you principle. And his principle is built through relationship. I'm trying to relate with you. Y'all don't understand that he said you don't even come unless I call you. He don't want nobody that don't want him.
Right.
He won't do nothing for you unless you allow him to. Y'all, if you don't ask him, he ain't gonna do it.
That's right.
If you don't allow him, he won't do it. I've always been a man that opened women's doors, but all women wasn't acceptable to that. I done try to open some doors for some women and they said, move, I got it. What in the world is going on here?
That's right.
They don't know no better. They have a life full of disappointment, of men talking down to them. See, the reason why you need a man to talk bad to you, you need him to talk bad to you. You need him to get you in line because you haven't submitted yourself.
Jesus.
You don't know how to submit yourself. This is the reason why we're supposed to seek him first. To learn how to submit ourselves. It says, wives, submit yourselves to your husband. Husband, love your wives as he loves the church. Now I want y'all to think about something. He never asks women to love their husbands. Principle. Principle.
It's a lot.
He didn't have to ask y'all to love your husbands. Do you know why? Because the side of the bone he took y'all from is the side of your body where your nourishment lies. See, nourishment is a loving characteristic. So they was born to love. So you were born to need. You were born to be in line. You were born to be led. I know that's too much. I know. I'm sorry. I apologize. But this is how I received it, so I said I got to get it off of me. See, I didn't know how this was going to turn out, but I know what he put in me because I got a relationship with him. I'm sitting right there. He said, I'm going to show you something. I said, all right. See, that's how we talk. I don't got this type of relationship. I don't have this one. I don't have this one. This ain't me and him. I don't have this. That ain't how we talk. I talk to him like this. Do you know why? Because I never know when I need to go to him. And if my relationship is only with him on my knees.
I get it.
If I can't communicate with him on my feet, the word says, watch as well as pray. You got, y'all see, he said watch as well as pray. You gotta be able to tap in at any time. You might be standing in line and see somebody acting up and you gotta,
That's right. That's right.
but you gotta build that type of relationship with him. You gotta build that. He said, I'm gonna show you something today. I said, I'm ready. Because what I do know is that everything he tells me he gonna do, he gonna do it. But that's because we got a relationship. See, I know what not to ask him for. I know what I've been doing through the week. I know. I know what I've been doing. I'm not gonna fool myself into thinking that I'm gonna ask for something that I ain't stepped in line for.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
I'm not gonna do that because I understand principle. I understand relationship. I understand alignment. Y'all sleeping.
Right.
Y'all sleeping.
That's good.
He's trying to build relationship with you. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than your filthy sin. It's bigger than you. Because if it was all about sin, he could have been into this. But instead, he sent his son. He sent a part of him. He sent his being here.
Yes, he did.
To astonish or to reprimand our sin so that he could show us it could be done. He came and related with us. Y'all play. Y'all play. This thing real. He came and related with, he came to our level. This is the Almighty, the beginning and the end. This is the man who always been. He came and related with us so that he could show us how this is supposed to be done. This thing powerful. It'll move a seat. But he's trying to relate with us, y'all. He's working on relationship. Now I know that y'all life has been about this all week. I don't have to ask. Because I know how he worked. I know how he worked. So I ask that you begin to find out about him. Get to discover him. Get to know him better. I told y'all that the reason for me even coming into calling him Yahuwah, Yah for short, was because I wanted to know him. I needed to, because when you know somebody, see, there's certain things people can't call me and tell me about Mel. Because I know better. I know her.
Right.
You can't call me and tell me certain things about time. I know we have a relationship. But when you don't have a relationship, people can call you and tell you anything. So when people come to you, because it's coming a time where people going to be able to come to you and tell you something about your word. And without a relationship, you're subject to believe it. Right. This is what he means by the great deception.
That's right.
I'm done.
That's right.